Hi everyone. Are you looking for a beginner-friendly routine that will bring you good vibes, stretch your entire body and make you just feel well on your skin? Then you are completely right here. This is the perfect routine. Doesn't matter if you want to practice in the morning or in the evening, but what we focus on is well-being and spinal health. Let's begin at the front of our mat in a cross-legged position. Take a moment to arrive on the mat. Put your hands in prayer in front of your heart and lift through the spine. Your crown wants to go towards the sky. And then just take a couple of deep breaths in and out through the nostrils. Take a moment to notice how your body feels right now. And if you want, you can set your intention for today's practice. Why did you step onto the mat today? Then on your next inhale, lift your arms. On an exhale, twist open to the left. Right hand on left knee, left fingertips are on the ground behind you. With every inhale, straighten your spine a bit more, lift your heart, and with every exhale, twist open a little bit more. Make sure you take deep breaths in and out through the nostrils. Then lift your left hand and lean over to the right. Side stretch. Take back your upper shoulder a little bit more. And breathe here. Notice how this posture feels in your body. Then come back to center. On an inhale, lift your arms. And on an exhale, twist open to the other side. On every inhale, lift your heart, straighten your spine a bit more. And on every exhale, twist open a little bit more. Your core is engaged and active. We're going to stay for a little bit longer here. And then lean over to the left, lift your right arm, side stretch over to the left. Now feel how this side feels today. We most of the time have one side that is more stiff than the other. Then come back through center. Inhale, lift your arms. On an exhale, come to all fours. Hands under shoulders and knees hip width apart under your hips. On an inhale, arch your back, lift your heart. On an exhale, round your spine, chin to the chest. Again like this. Inhale, lift your heart, pull your shoulder blades back. Exhale, engage your core, press into knees and hands. Now keep going with your own rhythm. Let your breath guide your movement. First you inhale and then you arch your back. And then you exhale and push into the ground. Very good. Just a couple of rounds more. Now tuck your toes under, reach your arms forward, head to the ground, and then from here lift your hips for your first downward facing dog. Bend your knees, your shoulders are active and your shoulder blades are pulling together and down slightly away from the ears. Make sure your index fingers are pointing forward and are parallel. And then bend one knee after the other and send your hips up really high towards the sky. If you want, you can now come into a still downward facing dog. Pull your belly in slightly and just notice how this posture feels for you today. Relax your head and keep on breathing in and out through the nose. Then on your next inhale, step your right foot to the outside of the right hand. Come into a low lunge position. Let your hips sink heavily towards the ground. Close your eyes and come back with your attention to your body. How does this stretch feel today? On your next inhale, twist open to the right, lift your right arm, and breathe. We're going to stay for one more breath, and then come back through center, shift your hips back and straighten your right leg. Flex the right foot and come into a half split position. Feel free to come into your fingertips. Your back is nice and straight and your right hip pulls back, the left hip pulls forward slightly. I want you to really focus on a long and straight spine. If you need to, walk your fingers back a little bit more. We're going to stay for another 1 or 2 breaths here. And then bend your right knee, place your hands on the ground and step back into downward facing dog. From here on your next inhale, we're going to switch it to the other side. Step your left foot to the outside of the left hand. Low lunge on this side. Come onto your fingertips. Make sure your back is nice and long. And take deep breaths in and out through the nose. If you want, close your eyes and notice the sensations in your body. Notice the sensation in your hip flexors. And on your next inhale, twist open to the left. Lift your your left arm to the sky and breathe. Notice how this side feels for you today. Then come back to center. Shift your hip back over your knee and straighten your left leg. Come onto your fingertips. Make sure your back is nice and straight. Your left hip pulls back slightly, the right hip pulls back forward. And your core is engaged. Pull in your lower belly slightly. Then notice the sensation in your hamstrings on this side. I know this stretch can be quite intense if you don't do it very oftenly. But it's really healthy for everybody who sits a lot throughout the day. Gonna stay for another moment here. And then make your way over one side. Lie back on the ground, and for happy baby, grab your big toes with your index and middle finger. And then press your hands against the feet and the feet into your hands. And make sure you ground your lower back. Your back wants to be really like as if it was glued onto the ground. I know this can be quite uncomfortable at first, but try to stay here a little bit longer. Focus on deep breaths. And imagine extending your breath to your hip. Visualize how you take up new energy with every inhale and how you can breathe out all the tightness, stiffness out of your hips. Then I want you to release and come into Savasana, resting position on your back. Your feet are hip width apart and your toes are pointing outward. Your palms are facing to the sky. And now I want you to let go of everything. Observe your breath and take a moment to notice how your body feels right now after this short but really nice yoga routine. Remember that you can always come back here if you found this floor difficult and think that your body is really stiff and not flexible at all. I invite you to come back and practice this regularly. This can really help you make a difference. Lower back pain and other problems you might be having. Now I want you to take a deep breath in and out through the nose. Move your fingers, your toes. Do whatever feels right for you right now. Then I want you to come into a seated position. Place your hands in prayer in front of your heart. And you can be really proud of yourself to be here today. Lift your thumbs to the point between your eyebrows for clear thoughts, to your mouth for speaking the truth, and to your heart. May your heart guide you through this journey called life. Thank you for practicing with me today. I need to say it again, you can be proud of yourself to have done something for your health today, and I really invite you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet, and if you like my videos, I would appreciate if you could recommend it to 1 or 2 friends and maybe share it in your Instagram feed. I wish you a beautiful day, and also if you want to meet me in person, you can do so by coming to one of my yoga retreats this year. And all the information on that can be found on my website. Have a beautiful day and let me know if you like this video. Drop me a comment. I really love to hear from you guys. See you next time. Bye bye.